Hey, what is up internet? Kyle here, Slapshot Toys, doing another hunt video for you today. It has been about a month since the last time I was here at the toy department, so I figured I'd come over and see what new stock they have and take you guys along with us. So let's go in and see what they have new. So here we have the old toy department, and down there, the new toy department. All right, so we are inside the toy department. As always, I'm gonna start off here with the DC section, so let's show you what they have. All right, so here in the DC, they actually have quite a bit of the McFarlane figures. So they do have Batgirl and the Detective Comics. These are the Mattel Multiverse. They have the Harley Quinn. I actually still need to pick up this Batgirl, and that's pretty much retail, so I have a feeling I'm gonna go home with that. And coming down here, we have some of the Mattel Multiverse figures, some of the movie versions and TV, and we have Shazam. So actually pretty well stocked on the movie versions of these figures, and some of the DC universe all throughout here. Well, actually it's a kind of a cool looking Batman, kind of has like an old classic like Toy Biz look to it. I really like that. Let's see, Black Manta, Green Arrow, so some of the Miko reaction Mattel style figures. Right here. I don't know if I've ever seen this before, but this is like a Mattel Mr. Freeze. It actually looks pretty freaking sinister. I really like that a lot. 15 for that, and then it does come with a Jim Lee Batman comic with it. That's actually kind of a cool piece on card. It's actually four of those. So quite a few. That Killer Croc actually looks kind of cool too. Man, they have a lot of like really cool stuff here. I like some of the stuff. Also, that one actually comes with the comic, whereas this one doesn't. Huh. I wonder why there are two different versions of that, one with the comic and one without, but pretty cool. See Arkham Asylum figures, Harley, Catwoman, two Catwomans, some Batman vs Superman, Dark Victory. Look, they were pretty well cleared out of some of their animated series. Still have the Mr. Freeze, I don't mind picking that up, and the Batgirl, Talia in the Arkham series. I'm not gonna try to dig through all this, but let's give you guys a good overview of everything that's on the front pegs here. But yeah, it looks like since the last time I was in here, they actually restocked this quite a freaking lot. So what are these? Yamato Riddler. Huh. Obviously, it just looks like an import figure. I've never seen anything like that, but I kind of really like these. Huh. Because they have a really cool, like, detailed base. Really, almost like a statue-like pose on them. And then looks like a penguin back there. If I just show you the ground. And it looks like that's the Catwoman. Huh. Yeah, I've never seen anything like this. I wouldn't mind getting that Batman, to be honest with you, but it doesn't look like they have it. And then here's what I'm really interested in. It looks like they actually kind of restocked a lot of their designer series. So they have the J. Lee Superman and the J. Lee Catwoman back there. Martian Manhunter from Supergirl, Amanda Connor, Harley, and then Greg Capullo Talon. Let's see, and Icons, Aquaman, Darwin Cook, Green Lantern, Firestorm, some more of the Amanda Connor and Aunt Lucia. It's actually a kind of a cool bombshell. Poison Ivy. And come down here, we have the Greg Capullo Two-Face. I still really need to pick that up for my Capullo collection, and the Catwoman back there. And then looks like they actually have another good restock of the Returns Kenner figures. So hopefully we're able to find some stuff that I do not have yet. Like that's all forever. This is all forever as well. Some of the animated series. They do have the Energy Surge Batman, but this one, the card is super yellow, so I think I'm gonna pass on that. Shadow. That's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever been seeing that in forever. A Shadow Kenner figure. I used to love that movie as a kid. need to go back and rewatch that. I haven't seen that in forever. They do the Robin, the Arrow Strike, which I don't believe I have that one. That one actually looks really nice on cars, so maybe picking that guy up. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick overview as far as this section. So a couple vehicles, actually they just got this in. This is the Skybat from the Legends of Batman. I wouldn't mind picking that up. I just honestly don't know where I would put it, because the box is actually fairly large, and that's the only thing I'm having kind of struggling with some of these vehicles. I would love to have them, but the boxes and everything are just so big. I just don't know exactly where I would put it, but that is freaking awesome. And over here, some DC kind of cartoony statues, some Code of the Kia, DC, some of the Batman versions of Turtles. Oh, and actually, this is awesome. Firebolt Batman. It's one of the deluxe figures from the Kenner line. Probably pick that up as well. And just another little quick pass of here on the bottom row of everything. And then kind of come over here, we do have quite a few awesome statues. So they do have some of the metal statues. So they have the Merciless, and up here they have the Devastator. Those both look really cool. Some Marvel busts. It's like a Wolverine statue. It's actually a Gambit statue. Looks pretty cool. Pretty cool little pose on that one. Say Dragon Man from Marvel, Stingray, and a couple more statues down here. So here's their Diamond Gallery statues. This is one of their display cases, so I'll just give you a quick rundown of everything that's in here. And sorry I'm not showing a lot of things in detail. Some of the Ninja Turtle sets, Gears of War. It's a little overview of their Predator section. There's actually quite a few people in here, and there's actually a line outside right now, so I'm trying to just give as much view as I can and not waste too much time in here. So I'm not gonna really dig through all this, but here is the Spawn stuff. Nothing I'm really looking for. I think I'm gonna go all Batman today, but they do have quite a bit of Star Trek if you're interested. Some random figures all throughout here. Coming down, here's the quick shot of the Star Wars stuff, which I typically don't show here a whole lot, but as you can see, there's a freaking ton of it there. Joe cases and mask over here. Again, sorry if I'm going super fast. I know I've had some comments here recently that I go a little bit too fast on this stuff, so I'm trying to go as slow as I can, but like I said, there's a line outside, so I don't want to take up too much time, but just wanted to kind of give you guys an overview of everything that the store has to offer, because this is definitely something, if you're in this area, you definitely want to come check out, because if you are looking for something, more than likely they have some aspect of it, because they pretty much have every line of collecting you can imagine. They have something from it. So yeah, just want to kind of give you an overall idea of how much they truly have. All right, and here are their statues. So some really nice pieces and busts in here. They do have a Black Series helmet. I really like this Batman statue. That thing looks freaking awesome for $115. That's a really cool piece. A couple more down here. Some of the original X-Men. Really like the Human Torch piece as well with that fire coming up. That looks really cool. And then some kind of bigger. This is actually a life-size Greedo bus. That is crazy cool. Yeah. Here's their turtle section. So a lot of newer turtle figures, but it does look like kind of up here they do have some of the old vintage carded figures. And then this is this case right here with a lot of different Motu and just random other figures all throughout here.
Yeah, so did you know what you wanted for it? What you were...
Alright. Sorry if I leave these here in the studio.
Yep, you're fine, man.
Alright, thank you. Yeah, it sucks you guys.
All right, so we are all done at the toy department, and like I said, sorry about the footage. There was a pretty long line outside, so I didn't want to make anybody wait when there was really no reason for me to be digging through things I'm not going to buy just for footage. I think I got enough, at least of the DC section, and I did make a few purchases, so I went ahead and grabbed those, and I will show you what I got in just a little bit. But the next part of this video is going to be something I'm super excited about. It's going to have nothing to do with toys, but as you guys know, I really like to put in different elements and different things that a lot of other toy hunters shows don't put in their videos, just to make it interesting. And I'm super excited about the experience I'm going to show you guys next. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and let's go ahead and cue part 2 of the video. All right, so now part 2 of this video. So I showed you guys the toy department, and now this is just something kind of a little bit different, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So Kings Island, our local amusement park, actually opened today. Today is the very first day, and they're debuting their brand new Giga coaster, which is a roller coaster with a drop over 300 feet. It's called Orion. I cannot wait to ride it. I'm a huge roller coaster person, so we are here today at Kings Island, as you can kind of see behind me. But I figured we'd kind of take you guys around and show you what's going on. Obviously, there's a lot of safety measures in place. One, you have to wear a mask. You guys can kind of see right here, there's a temperature check booth where you have to have your temperature checked. If you're over 100.4, you will not be allowed in. You have to make reservations.
100.4.
100.4, that's what I said.
I thought you said 104.
Nah, 100.4. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in place, so we're kind of curious on what it's going to look like. From what I understand, there's socially distancing on rides, so people can't ride next to one another type thing. So we're gonna see what they're gonna do, but yeah, they're already yelling at people that they had to have masks on already, so we'll show you what it's like.
Screening process before entering the park. Weapons of any kind are not permitted inside the park.
All right, so we are in the park. That is one of the best roller coasters in the world right there, Diamondback. So freaking fun. And right there, as it's about, actually I stopped at the top of the hill, that is Orion. So that's where we're gonna head first here. So we'll give you a better shot of the first hill. Right there. All right, so here we are, heading back into the Orion area. There is that beautiful first hill, 300-foot drop. Oh, I cannot wait to go down that thing. Hopefully the line isn't too bad. We got here pretty quickly. Some of the track layout right there. Oh, so freaking excited. And just give you guys a quick shot of kind of the theming, I guess, of the queue. Very alien, space-oriented. Looks really cool. Yeah, really not a bad line at all. They haven't sent any trains with riders yet, so I don't know exactly how they are doing the social distancing cars, but yeah, I'll show you that as soon as we can, and hopefully it should only be like maybe at the most a half an hour wait. I know, Austin, I know. All right, so we've made it to like a little indoor area here. As you can see, this is like the last little bit of the line. So they have like a bunch of theming all throughout here. But if you see that little, it focuses, it's not okay. But there's a little ramp right there that will actually take us up to the loading station. So overall, it's been about an hour wait. Not terrible. They definitely are running the trains at 50% capacity. So what they're doing is they're putting people on the outside in one row, inside on the next row, and then alternating back and forth. So it's taking a little bit longer, but we're almost there. So Cedar Fair, the company that owns Kings Island, has a very strict policy as far as filming on rides. Even with a GoPro actually mounted to your body, you're not allowed to take any sort of recording software. So to give you a little idea of what this ride is like, I included this POV from Kings Island, so hopefully you guys enjoy.
So we just got off of it. So about an hour wait, not bad at all. But holy crap, is that a freaking amazing ride. Does it rival Millennium Force and Fury 325 as my two favorite roller coasters? I don't know yet. I'll have to ride a couple more times. The line is insane right now, so there's no way we're gonna try it again today. Just that first hill, it feels like it goes on forever. It's unbelievable. Ton of freaking speed. A lot of really cool elements. The first hill where you just kind of bank completely sideways, freaking awesome. A lot of airtime. Really liked it. And now I think might as well show you guys the rest of the park. It sounds like there's no lines anywhere else, so we're gonna go ride some more rides. All right, so I think we may be done for the day. The only thing that we've been here about 3 hours, the only thing we did was Orion. Honestly, the wait times, because they're running everything at half capacity, everything's taking really long times. The park obviously is not busy at all, as you can kind of see. There's hardly anyone here, but because everyone's in the line for Orion, but like I said, because they're running at half capacity, the wait times are still an hour, 2 hours long. So it's really kind of hot. And the masks do kind of suck. So I think we're gonna just go up the Eiffel Tower right here. Kind of give you guys a shot of the overall park and then call it a day. So scrap the Eiffel Tower idea, because even with only freaking 5 parties in line, it was at least a 45-minute wait. So we are gonna come over here and ride the carousel because there's nobody in line. Merry-go-round was the best ride ever. Blows Diamondback, blows Orion, Banshee, all of it out of the water.
Now we're gonna look at the swings.
Yeah, now we're gonna go take a look and see what the swings are. It's like the little kind of like carnival rides like this. Don't seem to be that bad, so we may go try to do some of those instead of, unfortunately, the big roller coasters. All right, so we just had to do the wife's favorite, which is the antique cars. She drove me around a little track over there, as you can kind of see them driving. There's Orion. I think we're gonna try maybe the Racer, which is one of their original roller coasters here. Just a wooden roller coaster. Normally that doesn't have too bad of a wait. Hopefully get on that and then call it a day. And it doesn't look like there's any line at all. So we'll just be able to go on at least one more roller coaster today.
Gas, heating oil, propane.
The cool thing about this one is there's actually 2 trains that essentially race. All right, so I am back for day 2 here at Kings Island. As you guys kind of saw yesterday, a lot of the rides later in the day got like really long lines. I just randomly checking this morning, there was a reservation that was available, so I grabbed it. Basically just coming over here to see if I can get on some of the other roller coasters real quick and to show you guys some more footage of the park. First thing we're gonna try to do is jump on Diamondback. I really want to kind of compare that with Orion. I loved Orion, but yeah, I want to see how Diamondback compares now that I've ridden its big brother, essentially. So we're heading over there right now, so hopefully we can get on pretty quick. And there she is, good old Diamondback. Okay, so they haven't let anyone actually in the line yet, which is why it's fairly long. All right, line's kind of long, but I'm gonna give it a shot. So I totally just made a toy purchase while standing in line for Diamondback right here. So this is a roller coaster, and I totally was just able to snag the Dark Knight's metal Grim Batman from Walmart.com. So huge thanks out to Jared, who tagged me in a post on Facebook letting me know it was live. So a huge shout out to him. But yeah, so we're in line. It's been probably about 10 minutes. I don't think this is gonna be nearly as bad as what I thought, because everyone's like pretty socially distanced. But yeah, thought I'd let you guys know I made a toy purchase while at Kings Island. All right, so we just got off Diamondback, probably about a 25-minute wait, so honestly not that bad at all for how long the line was when I first got here. Now granted, it wasn't in the queue at all, it was all just outside, but it still looked fairly long. But honestly, Diamondback has such a kind of a quick turnaround, even at half capacity, that the line went pretty quick. I freaking love that ride. That one you can definitely tell is slower than Orion, but the airtime hills that you have on Diamondback are almost a little bit better. I don't know, like they're both very comparable. It's just that this one is definitely a little bit slower in the hills, about, I don't know, 50 feet shorter. I don't know, they both have their pros and cons. I would say if Orion's like a 5-hour wait, just come over here and do Diamondback and do Orion another day. They both are fantastic roller coasters. right, so this is the next ride I'm gonna try to get on, Banshee. This is a B&M inverted coaster that's phenomenal. I think it holds the record for the most loops in an inverted roller coaster. So line doesn't look too bad, so we're gonna try to get on it. We just got off Banshee and probably about a 25-minute wait, so again, not bad at all. That ride's freaking fantastic. I don't know, it's getting a little bit rough. That was probably the roughest ride I've ever had of it. Like, it kind of shook me quite a bit, but it's so much fun, so many inversions. It does this like really slow little barrel roll about 3/4 of the way through. It's just unbelievable. It just makes you feel like you're gonna fall out of your seat. It's undescribable. Definitely recommend Banshee. So I did find out, so Orion, what they're doing now is they're actually doing kind of like a fast pass system. So there's really no line for it, but you have to go up and you have to get a certain time card, and then you're allowed to get in line during that time. I grabbed one, it's 3 to 4. Right now it's 12:30. I don't think I'm gonna stay that long. I just thought, just in case, maybe I do, I jump on it. Yeah, I think I might be done. Yeah, we'll see. And might as well do this since I'm right here and there's never a line. So let's do the racer again. All right, so I was actually able to make it up on the Eiffel Tower today. So I just want to give you guys kind of an overview of the park. So right there is what I rode today, and that is Diamondback. As you can see, it stretches all the way back into the woods there. And then right next to that, the wooded roller coaster kind of right here is a Mystic Timbers. That one was fantastic as well. That one goes way back into the woods, but that one had a pretty long line today and yesterday. And then it's kind of coming over here, the kiddie section. So if you have some young ones that are looking to come to Kings Island, they definitely have quite a bit you can do. So this is their parking lot. Normally on a busy day, this is completely filled, but as you can see here with how they're limiting guests, this is all that is here, which normally should mean you should be able to walk on like every freaking ride here. Unfortunately, with the half capacity, it is taking a little bit of time. Then over on this side of the park, you have Banshee, which is what I just got off of a little bit ago. And then you have Top Gun, or actually it's called the Bat now, way there in the back. The drop tower, Delirium's winding down, and then you have the Invertigo, which I never ever ride, right there. And then there you have the big boy, the new Orion. And I don't know if you'll be able to tell in this video, but so this platform is 315 feet off the ground that we're currently standing on. And then Orion's hill is 300 feet and it's pretty much in eye level with this tower. So if you kind of look down, this is how high we are. That is how tall that first hill is, and it is freaking insane. The wooden roller coaster below it, that is the racer. That's what I've went on a bunch just because it's not much of a weight. So right here you have the Backlot stunt coaster, which is a little bit more of a family roller coaster, but it's actually quite a bit of fun. It's like a launch coaster and it has like some, I don't know, fire and explosion effects that it's actually a really fun little ride. And then way back there in the woods you have the Beast, which is probably the most famous roller coaster for Kings Island. And then that is, I think, built in the 75, I think it was, and is like the world's longest wooden roller coaster. And that is actually a pretty fun ride, although it is pretty rough, to be honest. I just kind of want to give you guys a little overview of the Orion layout here. So you see huge hill, and actually that's actually one of my favorite elements. It's like a sideways bank hill that just throws you out of your seat. It's pretty cool. And this little turnaround is like 220 feet tall, I think, and just an awesome element. But just honestly, it's a fantastic ride. Like I said, I have to ride it again to really know if it competes with Fury 325 and Millennium Force as my top 2 roller coasters ever. It's a little bit shorter than both of those, which is kind of its only downside, but man, there's so many elements that kind of took me by surprise. It's a lot more than what just kind of the first glance makes it seem like, as far as the layout and some of the airtime and
things it offers as far as thrills, but it's definitely an awesome coaster. And so we are obviously back from Kings Island, and I'm starting to think I might have a little bit of an addiction because the wife and I actually went again today. Today is Sunday, July 5th. So they opened July 2nd. So her and I went the 2nd, I went the 3rd, and then again we went the 5th. So the only day that they've been open that we haven't went was yesterday, July 4th. But the really cool thing about today was we were actually able to get back on Orion. And not only that, but we were able to get the very front row, which was absolutely phenomenal. Hanging over that first 300-foot hill is just something that you really need to experience, and it's just a unbelievable feeling. Overall, the ride is really impressing me. I do wish it was a little bit longer. That's my only complaint about it. There's so many really cool elements that I think it definitely holds its own against the bigger boys like Fury 325 and Millennium Force. And just as a little kind of overview of Kings Island and their social distancing programs and everything that they have for people to stay healthy and safe. Overall, they're doing a really good job as far as social distancing lines and the trains on the roller coasters and everything like that. So kudos to Kings Island. However, if you're not a season pass holder, I really would not recommend going to Kings Island and paying money just to go for a day, because they are, and rightfully so, only running the trains at 50%. The lines can get extremely long, and even though there's not a whole lot of people in the park, if you really think there's going to be awesome low wait times for rides, unfortunately that's just not the case. So I would just be aware of that if you are going to spend a lot of money coming to Kings Island, that just be kind of ready. Even though the park may seem very sparse as far as people, some of the ride waits can get a little bit long. And now the moment you guys are probably all waiting for, because I know probably most of you could care less about the Kings Island and amusement park and roller coaster stuff. So now is my haul from the toy department, and I did pick up just a couple little items. So the first two things I did pick up are from the Kenner line. So the first figure I got was the Arrow Strike Batman, and then I also picked up the Deluxe Firebolt Batman. And then I also picked up the last Batman McFarlane figure that I was missing, and that was the Batgirl. And then with this figure, I'll also be able to complete my Batmobile. Could not pass her up, especially for at retail price. And then the last item I picked up at Toy Department was the Grey Capullo Two-Face. So super excited to grow my Capullo collection as well. So that is gonna do it for this toy hunt and amusement park video. Please let me know in the comments if you guys do enjoy kind of these kind of crazier, a little bit not toy-centric vlogs. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it as much as I am filming it. So let me know in the comments if this is something you guys want to see continue, or if I should just be done with it and only stick to toys. If you guys did like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss out on any future vlogs, reviews, toy hunts, all sorts of stuff coming down the line. But once again, that is going to do it for me this evening. I want to keep this outro really short and sweet. So I will catch you guys later. See ya.